I'm Tyrone and I'm here with Nick Cray, Assistant Director of Football Operations here at NC State Football. How you doing today, Nick?
I'm doing well, doing real well.
Good. Well, I'm going to ask you a few questions about your career and stuff like that. All right, so how old are you and where are you from?
I'm 31 years old, and I'm originally from Chicago. Chi-Town, go Cubbies.
Hey. Where did you attend college?
I went to school at Eastern Illinois University. It's about 2.5 hours south of Chicago.
Okay, and what was your major there?
I majored in physical education. I went to school there for 5 years, and so along with my major in physical education, I minored in driver's ed and health.
Okay. Were you always involved in sports growing up?
Yeah, I would say for the most part, growing up, I was always in some type of sport. Once I got to college and I was playing college football, I would say that's when I started finding the passion for college athletics, and that's what kind of wanted to make me go into college football.
And what type of things do you do in your career?
Well, in the career of operations, you wear many hats. You never know on a day-to-day basis what exactly you're going to be doing. Now, you have a checklist, but you come in one day and your checklist could be totally different because things pop up here and there. It's anything from some guys do budget, other guys do more recruiting aspect of it, other guys do more travel, other guys do housing. It kind of, you have a hand in everything that goes on in the program.
Do you always think you would be assistant director of football?
You know what, I did. When I first got out of college, when I went to school, I went and got my degree because I wanted to coach high school football and teach PE in high school, and that's what I wanted to do, go back to my hometown and do that, and I'd have been really happy doing that. But as I got more involved in college football, that's when I wanted to go see how college football would be coaching. And if it didn't work, I had something great to fall back on, but I started coaching college football at my alma mater at Eastern Illinois for 2 years, loved it. Went on to Villanova University, coached there for 2 years, loved that. And it wasn't until my next stop at Yale University until I started doing operations. And when I was doing operations, it's a different side of football that no one sees. Everyone sees the players, everyone sees the coaches, but it's kind of a behind-the-scenes thing. And I felt like it fit my personality well. I really enjoyed doing it. I enjoy, being there for the players off the field. And as I started getting more and more into it, I was like, hey, I think this is what I want to do. And it became a fork in the road where I either had to choose coaching or I had to choose the front office side of it and do operations. And I decided to do operations.
Has this career set you up to live any way you want to live if you want to?
I feel like it has. As you progress in the career, like anything, the bigger the program, I'd say I feel like I enjoyed my experiences where I was previously, and it made me appreciate it a lot more because where you're at before is smaller programs, and you don't have as much help. Here we have 5 operations guys, so we're able to divvy up stuff between all of us, and it creates tasks where you can really hone in on what you want to do. To where before, at a smaller program, you're doing it all. So I'd say as you move up, it does create opportunities to kind of live how you want to live, and it's enjoyable.
Okay. So are you satisfied with the pay that you receive for the job?
Yeah, it's great. I can't complain. I really appreciate it because coming from where I was at Villanova University, for 2.5 years I lived in a storage closet with bunk beds, so it was almost like a cell, but it was inside the football stadium. So I lived in a storage closet inside the football stadium for 2.5 years. I made $625, 84 cents a month after taxes. That's all I made a month. So, you kind of take your vow to poverty early on, and as you get older and as you progress your way up, move your way up the totem pole into bigger programs, you appreciate everything you get. You appreciate all the little amenities that you get, all the perks you get, all the gear you get, everything that comes with the bigger program. You don't take it for granted for a second because, you see what you had to do to get there.
What is some of the skills that someone would need to pursue this career?
One of the bigger ones I definitely say is organization. You got to be organized. There's a lot of spinning wheels, and you have to keep making sure you're on top of everything. And the other thing I think is personality. You work with a lot of different people. You work with the grounds crew. You work with academics. You're working downstairs with the cooks. You're working with the hotel liaisons. You're working with the coaches. You're working with so many people on campus. It's everywhere. Now, every single one of those people work different ways, and you need to understand and know how to work with each individual. Everyone's not the same. Just like a coach can't coach every single player the same. Every individual player reacts differently to how you coach him, and it's your job to find out, okay, what makes that person tick? How can I work with this person to get the best working environment out of them, or produce what they can do?
So what do you like most about your job?
I honestly, hands down, would say what I like most about my job is being around the players. I love just being able. I don't decide playing time, so the guys can come up to me if they need something, they need help. They have problems. They can come talk to me anytime of the day. Call me up. I enjoy being there for the players. I enjoy going in the locker room, hanging out. Just seeing how their day is. Clowning around, that's what I love most, is just being around the guys.
What do you like least about the job?
Least? What would I like least about the job? Probably coming in for breakfast club when guys are bad at 5 a.m. Having to do a punishment from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. on Mondays. Those are pretty rough.
Okay. And what is one piece of advice that you would give somebody that wants to get involved in this industry?
I would say the one piece of advice, even with what I'm doing with coaching, kind of across the board, is just don't get frustrated. I've been there where, you're working your tail off and you want to progress and you want to move up and, you want to be a part of the best and you want to be a part of the best program. It'll happen. Just work hard at the current job that you have, and that'll open up, doors for more opportunities down the road. But don't get frustrated. And even with me, with the generation now, everything, a lot of times people want things just handed to them, and it's hard. You got to work hard for it. You can't just expect it. It's going to come, but with hard work and just putting in 110% effort every day, and it'll pay off down the road.
All right. Thanks for this.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good interview. I appreciate it. Thank you.